Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to SevTech Ages. In the last episode, we started our adventures to the Twilight Forest and we killed the Naga, we did a little bit of work and whatnot. As you can see, I have doors now. I wanted to make some doors for a reason we'll get to in just a moment. But before we get into today's episode, I wanted to just mention really briefly that apologies for the lack of videos the past couple of days. I have actually been sick. I got a little bit of a sinus infection, and while it hasn't really affected me all that much with speaking and whatnot, I have been completely exhausted. So it's the reason for no videos. Apologies. I'm gonna try to get things back to a normal schedule again. I really like this, by the way. But yeah, so before we head back to the Twilight Forest, we're going to need ranged weaponry relatively soon. So between episodes, I did a little bit of work. For one, I went ahead and got all the ores melted down and whatnot. So we have a ton of tin, a good bit of iron. We could probably use more copper and gold, but for right now, it's not that big of a deal. And what I want to do is we want to try to start working towards the Totemic boss, aka Baykok. He will unlock bows for us, which would be really nice to have. But in order to get to him, we're going to need eagles. So we're going to go make some eagles here in a second. They're much like the buffalo. We have to summon them in with a ceremony, and they come from parrots, which is why we have the parrots to begin with. But one of the big things with the parrots is I went and got some more from the savannah. I walked, let's see, which direction is it? It's like that way, to go get some more. And on my way, I grabbed a couple of things. Where did I end up putting those? There they were. I grabbed some firefly jars. So there was a couple of structures that were really weird looking that had these firefly jars, which are from the Twilight Forest. And I went ahead and picked them up because we can use them to make some cool stuff. So we're going to do that today. So I have a few things we can make. The thing that we need is the eagle bone whistle. So if we look at the Totemopedia, in order to summon the Baykok, we need the Chimes of Death. And he's a skeleton-like figure. He's very, very difficult. He has archery. We'll get his bow and any other loots. But in order to summon him, we need the eagle bone whistle. So yeah, we're gonna want that. It is a upgrade, I believe, to the flute. Although there is also the, what is it? Is it Serenade for? Yeah, Serenade for the Shrinks. However you say that. Enchants the regular flute. So we could upgrade our flute, and that might be something we also want to do. So we're going to do some totemic stuff. But yeah, I went ahead and got these firefly jars because with them we can make the stopwatch. And we're going to do that relatively soon. So if we have darkstone, which we should, question mark? I probably should have checked that before planning on doing this. Does it have to be darkstone? Yes, it does. And I don't think I have any darkstone. So maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll hold off on that. That's just going to be a matter of going and getting, walking all the way back to the dark woods or whatever it's called, whatever that biome is called. Yeah, so that's going to be something we'll have to do later. That's fine. The other thing that we can do is the Fossic Resonator. We'll do that at night real quick just because it's cheaper to use gold than a bronze rod. But that will be pretty easy. So, let's see if we can do it right now. Let's get a bucket. Hopefully we have the aquamarine. And then 2 marble. Doesn't matter what kind, any stone marble. Cool. So let's head up to our luminous crafting table and see if it will work right now. If not, that's not a big deal. We'll deal with that later. So between this episode and next, I will probably walk over to the dark area to get the thing. Alright, I forgot. We need the crafting thing, the resonator, I think is what it's called. I don't actually know. I really should put a chest or something up there, but whatever. We'll worry about that later. Astral sorcery will be something we'll kind of deal with a lot more after we do the Twilight Forest, probably. There is a lot of things that we have access to now that would make our lives a lot easier, and we will get to them soon enough. There is something from blood magic I'd love to have. I don't think I can have this. This is the luminous crafting table, correct? No. This is the starlight crafting altar. Do we have a luminous crafting table? I thought we could use those. Theoretically, we have one. Alright, well, let's see if we can't find it. Yeah, sorry about that. Confused. I've never really done much with astral sorcery, so that is a thing. But we're gonna need this later. Anyways, let's see if I can find... I hope I'm not being too blind to things. Okay, you know what? Let's forget about it for right now. I feel like we used it for something, but it would require another one to use. Maybe we never made one. Because if this makes... Oh, wow, that's really nice. Yeah, I don't know that we ever made one of these. Because the resonating one we could just craft. Let's see real quick about the starlight crafting. No, we had to have. That is really strange. So I'll take a look. I will look around for it, but I guess let's go ahead and make a bronze rod. I guess. Unless it's up there. Let's look real quick again. I don't remember if I've ever made one or not, and that's not good. Anyways, we've got a couple of things to do. I don't see anything else up here. I don't know. Anyways, we'll worry about it later. And let's go ahead. That's just a basic quest. It doesn't really matter right now. Let's get the eagles and let's work our way towards all the good stuff that we want. So let's put that away. Put that away. And can we actually dump this back in here? No. But we can put it in there. That'll work. Okay, so eagle time. Let's go down and get the eagles so that we can then work on breeding them. So, hold up. I got a whole bunch of things that we're going to need. Yes, salmon. We're going to need a bunch of salmon and any fish I can find. There might be some more fish down there. I haven't really done too much sorting. Apologies. I will get that done eventually. Probably. I always hate inventory management stuff. I'll be honest. But anyways, let's head down there. Let's get the eagle dance going. We'll go ahead and upgrade the flute as well. And we should have some fish in our little net, probably. So something that's kind of cool is we cannot breed parrots at all. Parrots do not breed. It is a Minecraft thing. I'm not entirely sure why they never have been able to, but they've never been able to. However, we're going to be making eagles, and we're going to need to kill eagles, and eagles can be bred. All you need is salmon, which is why I went ahead and got a bunch of salmon. We need fish for making them tamed, but that's not that big of a deal. So I have in here 4 parrots, and these guys are going to be turned into eagles. The green one's almost dead, by the way, because of reasons. I had a little bit of struggles. For whatever reason, I had a lot of problems, like getting these guys to, hey, come back here. Getting these guys to be tamed. Yeah, he's only got half a heart, which is, oh my gosh. Please set. Okay, y'all setting. Good, good, good. So let's upgrade our flute first. So to get the Pan's flute, we just need to flute and then rattle. So I think we need to do it like, and then we can just offhand this. And hopefully this works. I think we need to get rid of, oh my gosh, it's always so hard at the very end. Alright. Come here, parrots. And get out of the way a little bit. Alright, sit down. Come here. Sit down over here. So are they all setting? Cool. Perfect. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick. And we'll try that again. We'll do a little bit more running around. Hopefully it'll work a little bit easier. So we just need to do this. So flute. And then we'll just jump around, run around for the jingle dress to work. And hopefully we can get more melody out of all this stuff so we can actually get the instruments going. And there we go. Cool. We have Pan's flute now. So with that, it's a little bit better. We can make animals follow us. That's kind of cool. Okay, you can stop following me now. You can stop following me now. How much of a range does it have? Are you still trying to follow me? No. Okay, cool. So there we go. Pan's flute. That should help make things a little bit easier. Now, if we want to turn these parrots into bald eagles, it is rattle then wind chime. So alright, we're gonna have to take that off. Nope. Wrong one. Okay, Mr. Sheep. I know you really like my flute, but you're gonna have to back up. Alright, so what was the order again? It is rattle then wind chimes. Alright, so this is almost done. And remember, we have the jingle dress, so we can basically just, you know, jump around and be good. So rattle, rattle, wind chimes. Rattle, wind chime. That didn't seem to want to work. Why are you... There we go. So let's just, you know, run around, jump up and down. And of course the sheep is just completely entranced. But I don't know why it was so difficult to get the... Oh, come on. We barely failed it. Okay. I'm sorry, sheep. Don't be scared. I feel bad. I'm not gonna hurt the, I'm not gonna hurt the cows. Alright, so... Rattle. Alright. So, let's just try this again. Totemic is a little bit, crazy with the dances and whatnot, but hopefully looks like we should be able to get this, and we have some bald eagles. Perfect. Now we just need to tame them. And now they're both tamed, so we need to go get some... so first of all, these two guys, we're out of range. We have them on our shoulders. Oops, I forgot. You can't jump. Parrots are so kind of... I'm going to be honest, parrots are kind of annoying. You can't jump or go down any blocks or anything like that, so... or else they get off of your shoulders, and they're just kind of a pain to deal with. Alright, so let's get the eagles. Let's get them in here. And how's our... Okay, cool. You set. Where's your friend? Hey, no. Inside. Inside. Hey. Come on, come back here. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Come inside the house where it's nice and safe and you can sit down. I'm gonna go get them some yummy salmon, and we'll breed the eagles just to get a few more, and basically we'll just breed a couple of them. When they're bred, they will be tamed automatically, which is nice. And then what we can do is, well, unfortunately murder them. I know it's horrible, but we need both the feather and the eagle bone that they'll drop. Hopefully. We'll take them over to where our luck totem is, just to make sure. But yeah, basically we'll get that from them, and that will give us access to the eagle bone flute. And with that, we should be able to, we'll be able to, assuming that we can like actually do the ritual. There's a piece of salmon. We'll be able to do the ritual and all that kind of fun stuff, and summon in Baykok to kill him. Get the... Oh, those are fishies. Those are bad fishies. Yeah, I don't know why those guys stopped spawning for a while. But we have one piece of salmon. But yeah, so there's the other one. We are so totally going to get attacked again, aren't we? Nope. Okay. I don't know why sometimes the piranhas will spawn and sometimes they don't. It's kind of weird. They're a little inconsistent. But yeah, so we'll get the eagle's bread, and then we're gonna head to the Twilight Forest. We're not gonna do too much there, but by the time we get to the Urgas Tower, which is the point at which we are going to need to have ranged, and that's kind of the point that we need to get to in in Twilight Forest, anyways, to continue on with the mod pack. Like, that will be good enough. So they will breed and give us a little baby eagle. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. Sitting, sitting, sitting. Alright, so it'll take 20 minutes to grow. That's fine, whatever. So I'm going to get some more eagles. And then, you know, I'm going to just store some raw... I will probably forget about that. So, okay. We'll do some work on that off camera. I will probably start working towards getting just a temporary bridge and some little stalls and whatnot for all of the animals that I want to take up there. So the horses, sheep, anything like that, cows, the buffalo, anything we want to have up here. We'll start working towards bringing them up the mountain. I think the most important ones are probably the buffalo. I don't want to have to do that ritual again. And they'll probably go on the other side, on the other mountain, which will be scary, but hopefully they don't fall off and die or anything. That would be bad. Anyways, let's put our armor back on and get ready to head to the Twilight Forest. So, this one's empty enough. Nope, we want that. Bucket, we'll have some water or something, and we'll switch that around. Okay, so with the Twilight Forest, after defeating the Naga, the next thing is to find a Lich Tower and complete it. We're not going to do that today. I'll be honest. I will just come right out and say that we're not going to worry about that today. What I want to find is a lag spike, evidently. There we go. What I want to find is a Hedge Maze, which is a minor feature, and it has some things that we're going to need. Specifically, prismarine lamps. Sea lanterns. There we go, that's what they're called. Anyway, so... you know, I realize that I think our atlas has waypoints. So let's go grab our atlas. I forgot about that. It's going to be sort of necessary. And then we'll deal with this. So I'm going to have to deforest this area. And unfortunately, we can't really do anything about the mineral trees. By the way, those are mineral trees. I know it says unfamiliar. I am familiar with them. So that is something that is kind of a shame. It's no big deal. But we can't destroy them yet. I don't even know if the axe is strong enough to do anything to them. But let's head into Twilight Forest and see what we can find. Before we do, I guess let's go ahead and sleep. Always better to sleep, I think. Just because I don't want to have too many mobs when I come back. I hear an Enderman. Oh, I'm hearing it from that. Right. I forgot. Cool. So what we're going to do, we're going to just kind of explore around the Twilight Forest, see what we can find, and go from there. One of the big things, like I said, the next thing we need to do is the Lich Tower, which, you know what, this is still really dangerous. We're going to make this an actual wall so I don't walk up it. Step assist, yay. Both good and bad. Oh my gosh, it's a tiny little bunny. It's adorable. Anyways, let's take a look at our map. There we go. So there is a lich tower that direction. We are going to need to find another Naga, but there is something that way. What is that way? Alright. We're going to head in this general direction. It looks like some sort of maze, but it might be a... We'll see what kind of... whatchamacallit, what kind of biome we have. Canopy tree. Oh, hey, we're going to have to get some leaves off of that for a thing. But it looks like there are a couple of... what are they called? They're the fire swamps. Relatively close. So we'll see if this gets mad at us, like if this gets mad at us or not. We probably want to go up the hill, be a little bit safe about our terrain navigation, because this is a very rough area. Okay, if we head basically north, we should be fine. It's just water. Yep. Cool. So there are plenty of ores in the Twilight Forest, including vanilla ores, which is kind of nice. But is this over here a hedge maze? I don't actually know if they appear on maps or not. Cool. Haha, it is. So this is a hedge maze. This is a minor feature. Now, let's get a little bit of verticality. So you cannot destroy the actual maze. You can see there's some chests over there. That is good. That's what we're here for. They have spawners in them. None of the spawners are all that bad. And the hedge actually does damage if you try to break it. Don't try to break it. And we already have some hedge spiders. Ah! Tiny, tiny spiders. Alright, so we're probably going to take out the spawners. But yeah, we can't go on top of the hedge. It hurts. Let's go ahead and break the spawner. I don't really care about the swarm spiders. I guess we'll take all the stuff, including the chest. So hedge spiders. We'll go ahead and break all the spawners. There is our first bow. I didn't know that we could actually find one. So we have a bow now. Technically breaking progression. So if we try to go above this, can we? Yes. So there is another set of chests right there. Probably another one on that side. And that looks to be about it. So there's not much here, but according to the achievements, sea lanterns can be looted from a dark forest maze in the Twilight Forest. I don't know if this is... Oh, no, I know what it's talking about, but still, whatever. Let's just break this. I don't really care about spider spawners. Mushrooms do. And mushroom stew does not stack. Anything we can get rid of. So this is a hedge spider. They're basically the normal spiders. They might be a little bit bigger, but not that big of a deal. Okay, so what all do we have left in this? Firefly and mushroom stew. Let's go ahead and eat the mushroom stew. That'll give us the bowl, but I don't really care about that. We'll just switch it out for another mushroom stew. And yeah, let's just get out of the maze. So that's pretty much it for that. Not a big time sink, but yeah, I realize I think I know what it's talking about with the dark forest maze, but we did get a bow out of that. We have some spawner shards, which I don't think we can do anything with yet. No. But still pretty cool. There's some dogs. These are just actual wolves. And yeah, if we head into this area, we want to be careful, because I think this is starting to get into a different biome. Not that we can see that, but yeah, this is a different biome coming up. You do need to be careful with some of the biomes because they will actually hurt, and that is a medium hill. It has different things in it. Anyways, let's take a look at the achievements real quick. Twilight Forest, we got Bug Stomper, defeat a spider in a hedge maze. Yeah, so the next thing that we really need to do is, well, one, kill another Naga, get enough stuff for the armor. But more importantly, what we need to do is, we really need to go to the Lich's Towers. So why don't we walk over to where the closest one is, which is going to be down this way. And we can at least take a look at it. It's going to have a lot of spawners in it. Once again, I'm not too concerned about keeping spawners or anything like that. In fact, quite literally the opposite is true. We're going to destroy all the spawners we come across. Because it's going to be easier. It's going to be, well, safer. So, you know, real quick, there's a bunch of ravens back here. I want to grab some feathers. Because we are going to need them for a couple of things. That one didn't drop one. Shame. Okay, so, let's head back. We'll go look at the, Lich Tower that's closest, which is right over this direction. By the way, the Firefly lanterns are all over the place. You can also craft them with just one of the Fireflies and a glass bottle. So it's not that big of a deal that I picked them up from other places, from the overworld. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm going to figure out if I ever had one of those luminous crafting tables. And if I did, I'm going to figure out where it was. But yeah, so we should be able to get into the the Lich Tower. And the Lich isn't awful to deal with, but he's also not the easiest thing in the world. Hopefully our armor is good enough. We really can't do too much better. But let's see. I don't want to go, I don't want to really start exploring it yet because our inventory is just completely full. So right there it is. This is the Lich's Tower. This is what we're going to do next time. But yeah, before, when we got close to it, it had this weird particle effect thing, and we couldn't actually, break any of the blocks. Now we can. So we can actually get inside here, and for making things easy, we're going to do that. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of, well, zombies. And these guys are fast. Wow. Lots of zombies, skeletons, and a couple other enemies. We don't need plant fiber. Let's take the boots. Repair ours. Not that it's like much of anything, but you know, why not? Why not? We'll grab the bones. Yeah, bones. Cool. So yeah, that is what we're going to do next time. We're going to take care of the entire tower, get to the top, and deal with the Lich. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm going to go ahead and mark this, just so I know this is the one I'm going to attack. Cool. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, I am slightly sick, so hopefully I can keep the videos coming, but if there is the gap or anything, just know that's why. Oh hey, there's a ruined house over there. Come back here. By the way, that is a biome we can't go into yet, I do believe. That's a dark forest. Yeah, Darkwood. That is a bad place. There are scary things in the woods, in the darkness, and if we try to go in there right now, it would be pitch black. In fact, I'll show that off. I don't know how far we have to go in before it happens, but yeah, there we go. Pitch black. It's not supposed to be like that. It's to prevent sequence breaking. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!